So welcome back. In the previous topics we were discussing about the joining process. So where we have discussed about the soldering, welding and brazing. So this is the next part of that particular module number 4. So next topic we are going to discuss about the belt drives. So what is the meaning of a drives? So this drives has been further classified into two categories. One is belt drives and gear drives. So that we are going to discuss later regarding the gear drives. So first we are going to discuss about the belt drives. So belt drives are used to transmit power or motion from one shaft to other by means of a thin or inaccessible thin flexible belt. So by in the form of or when we are going to connect to the pulleys. So what is the necessity of using the belt drives in any machines? So these drives transmit the power from one part to the other part in order to run that machine or on a vehicle in a proper way. So that is the reason means this because without the power we cannot able to drive or we cannot able to run any machines or vehicles. For all the machines we require a power. So once the power is generated, how we going to transmit that power to the all the different parts? See, we cannot able to hold the power only for one particular part and we cannot able to run that machine or in a vehicle. So in order to avoid that or in order to run a machine or a vehicle properly, we need to transmit the power to all the parts in order to run properly. To transmit that power, mainly we are going to use these drives. So based on the application where we are going to use, depends upon the application, we can able to select whether the belt or whether it might be a gears. So when you coming to the machineries, we can mainly use as in a belt drives. When you coming for the vehicles, so mainly to transmit the power we are going to use as in a gear drives. So first we are going to discuss about the belt drives. So the belt drives mainly are used to transmit the power from one shaft to other shaft with a thin inaccessible belt. So the belt might be manufactured with different materials. So based on the application or based on the purpose where we are using, based on that we can able to select the different types of materials for the belt. So in this mainly the belt drives is the arrangement consists this belt drive arrangement consists of two pulleys mounted on two different shafts. One shaft is called what the first shaft what we call it as a driving shaft receives the power from main and that power will be transmitted to other shaft. That other shaft what we call it as a driven shaft. So I'll repeat once again how this process takes place. So in this belt drive there will be two pulleys mounted on two different shafts. So one shaft what we call that shaft is as in a driving shaft where that shaft receives the power and that what the power is receiving from the driving shaft from the main power. So that we are going to transmit to the another shaft, that another shaft what we call it as a driven shaft. This is how we are going to transmit the power from one shaft to the other shaft in the by means of a belt drives. So this is about a belt drives. So next, what are the different materials that has been used for a belt drives? As I told, so major materials that what we are going to use for a belt drives is the materials are used for manufacturing belt drives must be strong and flexible and durable. See, this material, which are the material what we are going to select to manufacture a belt drive is must be strong and it should be flexible and it should be durable because whenever the load is acting, it should be able to withstand and the belt should be flexible and it must have an high coefficient friction. The different materials used in manufacturing of belt includes the leather belts where we can use as a leather to manufacture a belt or even as in a cotton fabric belts or a rubber or a balta belt. So these are the different materials that has been used in the belt drives. So again this belt drives further has been classified into two categories. Mainly it has been classified into two categories, that is one is open belt drive and cross belt drive. So we will discuss one by one with a block diagram. So first we are going to discuss about the open belt drive. You can able to see. So this is what we called as a driver shaft and what we called as a driven shaft. Now we can able to both it has been connected with the both the shafts. Now from one shaft where the power is transmitted from the mains, so that is going to be transmitted or to the another shaft what is called as a driven shaft through this open belt drive. You can see this is outer part what is called as a belt drive where this both the shafts that has been connected, one is the driver shaft and one more is a driven shaft and that has been connected to the shafts where that shaft has been connected to the whether it might be in engine or it might be in the vehicles. So this majorly this type of applications mainly you can able to see in the floor mills. So floor mill, this is the major this is the application where they have used in the floor mills about the open belt drive. So now we can able to see this working principle of this belt drive. As I will consider the shaft A and the shaft B and this is a what we call as an outer part, that is belt, where it is continuously will be rotating, or this with this help of this belt only we can able to transmit the power from driver shaft to the driven shaft in order to run the machine or in a vehicle in a proper way. So these open belt drives are used to connect the two shafts, where you can able to see that it has been connected with the shaft A and shaft B, and both are been connected with the parallel only, not an intersecting. You can able to see the both are connected in a parallel, rotating in a same direction. You can able to see both are rotating in a same direction. It is not rotating in a opposite direction. See, you can able to see the here in the upper side you can able to see the slack side, and in the lower side you can able to see the tight side. What is that slack side and the tight side is nothing but in a when the lower side, because of more tension only, or because of the more tension that has been created in the belt, that is the reason it becomes in a tight in this lower side. Whenever it is rotating in the upper side, there will be no tension in the belt when it is moving in the upper direction. So that is the reason it will be in the slack side, means it will be not in a tight. So when it comes to the lower side, because of the tension what is there in the belt, that is the reason when it becomes in a tight or tight side, what we call as in a tension, because of the tension. So this is about an open belt drive, where it is where the upper side of the belt, because of the low tension, as I told, that is the reason it will become an slack side. So mainly this open belt drive has been used to transmit the power from one shaft to the other shaft. So this is about a working principle of the open belt drive. So next we are going to discuss about the cross belt drive. So here also similarly the cross belt drive is also used to connect the shaft that are parallelly rotating in opposite direction. So the difference between there, it is rotating in a same direction, where in the open belt drive, but in the cross belt drive it is rotating in the opposite direction, where you can able to see in the diagram this driver shaft and driven shaft. So you can able to see both the belt are been connected in a opposite direction. And even you can able to see this driver shaft is rotating in one direction, and the driven shaft is rotating to the opposite of the driver shaft. Here also the procedure is, or the application is similarly same only like open belt drive, that is transmitting the power from one shaft to the other shaft, but it is in the opposite direction. When you compare with the open belt drive, it is rotating in the same direction, and even that open belt drive also used to connect the, or used to transmit the power itself only from one shaft to other. But in the cross belt drive, the belts have been connected opposite to the direction, where it rotates in the opposite direction. Remaining procedure is similar to the open belt drive. See, both the belt drives are used to transmit the power only, but the application is different because of the where we are going to use. Based on the application, both the belt drives has been used in order to transmit the power only. So these are about a cross belt drive. So next we are going to discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of belt drives over the other belt drives. We have a V belt or other belts. So first one is V belt transmit the more power than this belt drives. And next is the slip between the belt and pulley is negligible. See, when the belt is rotating on the shafts, automatically there is a chances of slip. Slip is nothing but the belt will be come out from the shaft. So that is the reason. So we need to see that carefully whenever the slip takes place between the belt and pulley. And the high velocity ratio can be easily obtained in the belt drives, and operation is very smooth and quiet. So that is the reason. And the major advantages of this belt drives is to where the large distance of transmitting a power for more than 1.5 meter can be used in the belt drives. So that is the one of the major advantages of using the belt drives is it can able to transmit the more power, or it can able to transmit the power for a large distance. So between from 1.5 meter of distance, it can able to transmit the power from the belt drives. So that is one of the major advantages of using the belt drives. So next we will discuss some of the disadvantages. So belt drives can be used when the center distance between the two shafts is large. Only a moderate power can be transmitted. So that is one of the major drawback is where we cannot able to go for a large power cannot able to transmitted because of the distance, and due to the slip in the belt drives, exactly velocity ratio cannot be maintained. So that is one of the major drawback is where large power cannot able to transmit, and the velocity ratio cannot be able to be maintained at a exact velocity ratio cannot be maintained because of this slip occurs continuously in the belt drives. So this is about the some of the advantages and disadvantages of belt drives. So mainly the belt drives has been used for transmit the power. So depends upon the application, we are going to use the open belt drive and a cross belt drive. So this is about a brief introduction about the belt drives.